Okay, I am going to do the Roku 3 walkthrough. This is streaming onto my TV, which the Roku itself is routed to my router. And the router is routed to the internet. So, when you first look at the screen, you have my name, which is Hans, or you have kids. You can hit OK if you just want streaming videos for your kids, or me, I have my name for adult movies. So these will be G-rated movies, and these will be R-rated movies. So I'm going to go ahead and push OK for Hans. And you notice that the screen changes, and then down here there is, it shows a list right there, my list. These are movies that are in my list. And you can go across my list. There's the Blair Witch Project, Deadly Bees. Deadly Bees is a 1967 non-rated movie running 123 minutes and it's HD, and then it gives a little synopsis about it. And you can go on across Crocodile Dundee. All these are movies that I have personally put in my list to possibly watch them one day. And I have not gotten around to watching all these movies. But you can put up to 500 movies in your list. Also, Netflix shows movies that I have watched, recently watched by Hans. You can see I watched The Ring of Fire, I watched Hellraiser, Liz and Dick, and The Wolf of Wall Street. And these are all movies that I have watched, so if I want to go back and re-watch them, I can. Fried Green Tomatoes, Saving Silverman. So we'll go down here to the next category, and it says Popular on Netflix. So you have all these movies, and I don't know how many go across, but there's a lot of movies that, it could be 50 of these that are popular on Netflix. And then you have critically acclaimed movies and categories. And again, I'm going to show you how many's in there. That's a lot of movies. I can't even show you the endless thumbnails that are available. Lots of thumbnails to choose from. New releases that recently just are released on Netflix. That's another category. Recently added. These are recently added movies on Netflix that possibly are not new releases, but have recently been added maybe this month. A new release could be released this Friday, but recently added could be released 2 weeks ago. Then you have Watch It Again. Again, these are movies I have watched. And a lot of these movies are so great that I will end up watching them 3 or 4 times in a year. Dirty Dancing, one of my favorite movies. Duplex with Drew Barrymore, I love that movie. The Craft, I love that movie. Next category is Top Picks for Hans. I'm not sure how they get the top picks. They are associated with me rating movies and what other movies I have watched in association to. Movies based on contemporary literature, exciting movies, maybe with a lot of adrenaline, a lot of fast movements. You got psychological movies, categories. You have TVs, documentary, and realities, which I love documentaries a lot. I watch a lot of cultural documentaries. I watch a lot of documentaries on animals. And then there's reality shows. And then the next, you have romantic comedies. You have family, sci-fi, and fantasy. Lots of family movies, G-rated, happy movies. Then you have supernatural horror movies. If you love horror movies, Netflix is perfect for you, because there's always a lot of horror movies on here. There's a lot of independent horror movies that you may never see. And then you got the famous Stephen King's movies, Thinner, and then Amityville Horror, which came out in 1979. And there's so many great movies to watch in the horror genres. And then you have biographical movies, You have cerebral movies. Cerebral movies, I guess they make you think. They're very thought-provoking. TV shows. Tons of TV shows to watch. The Fall, Locked Up in America, Nightmare Bacteria, Sirens, all kinds. And then Roseanne Collection. You get the whole entire first season there. Dark movies. You know. Then you have movies featuring a strong female lead. You get all these here. I'm going to go real fast. There's no way I can cover this material. Because you watched Heathers, which was a movie I watched. I've seen it 10 times in my life. But because I watched that, they associate other movies that I would possibly like. Riding in Cars with Boys, Train Spotting, Romeo and Juliet, Skins, What's Eating Gilbert Grape. All these wonderful movies. Teaching Mrs. Tingles. Because I watch Dirty Rotten Scandals, they feel that I should watch Trading Places, The Burbs, The Three Fugitives, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Arachnophobia, all these movies here in this category. Because I watched another movie called Election, all these other associated movies are in a category. And because I watched Charlie Angel's Full Throttle, all these female skin flicks come up. Tomb Raider, Man of the House, Kill Bill, White Chicks. Because I watched A Life in the Dirty. Because you watched A Life in Dirty movies, all these come up. Because you watched Funny Face, another category. Another category is thrillers. Tons of thrillers here. Because I watched Wolf of Wall Street, you get all these other associated movies that are kind of in the same genre. And then you have a lot of TV dramas to watch. And they come with the first season. This Wentworth comes with 2 seasons, and it's HD. It's high definition. Reality TV genre. Because you watch Rosemary's Baby, another genre. Because I watched Bruce Almighty, another genre. Action and adventure genre. Documentaries. Animations. Because you watch Frequencies. Because you watch Shall We Dance. So now that brings us down to, let's go over to and click into the kids category. The Netflix comes up there. Now, if your child is going to spend time in its room, or you're going to be cleaning the house or washing the dishes, and your child just wants to sit here and watch movies, you would click on the kids category, and only thing they have available is child-related G-rated movies appropriate for children. You got all these movies coming across here. Then you have popular movies. Because you watch Cool Runnings. Because you watch the Gabby Douglas story. All these are appropriate for children, so you can let them spend some time watching TV and picking their own thumbnails and playing the movie. You're safe. You got sports, from books, talking animals, watch with the family, comedies, girl power, friends. So now I'm going to go back to the menu. I'm going to push OK. I'm going to go back to Hans. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to choose a movie. Let's choose The Ring of Fire. This is how you would rate a movie. You go from 1 star, meaning that's not a good one, to 5 stars. Then you got what year it came out. It's TV PG, running time HD, and a synopsis. I'm going to hit OK. So the movie comes up, but it's not playing yet. You can play it. You can decide if you're going to do audio and subtitles. You can say add to my list if you really like it. You can recommend it to a friend, and you can rate this title. If you want to rate the title, you're going to see the star change colors. If you really like this movie after you watch it, you can give it 2 stars, 3 stars. Let's give it 4 and then hit OK. Now, once you hit OK, they're yellow down here. These up here turn yellow. If you did not rate the movie, then your stars will remain red. As soon as you rate them, they turn yellow. That lets you know you have rated them. So if we go up here and we hit play, let's just hit play for a minute. And look how quickly it launches. 3 seconds, the movie's running. And there's one more thing I want to show is that there is a home key on the remote control. Let's hit the home key. There's the home key. You have Roku. It even gives you the time of the day right now. And you have these other things to view on your Roku box. You got Space, Weather Underground, Roku Newscaster, Blockbuster On Demand, where you can rent a movie for $1. You got Voodoo Movies and TVs, MLB TVs, Roku Recommends, Radio, MLG TV. Let's go to Space for a minute. This is actually comes with the Roku. It is a child's game, so you have Angry Birds Space. Okay, so you actually move your remote control around, and you can kill these little. You can kill these bubbles, little people in the space bubbles or outer space, and you can get points and all that stuff. So there is a game here that comes with the Roku. Home, Movie Store by MGO, TV Store by MGO, News, Search. Now, if I want to search for a movie, let me just say I want to watch a movie that starts with an A. I'm going to hit A. All these movies come up if I'm searching for a movie. And then you can move over to this list and you can just go down this list that shows it's an endless amount of libraries of movies and stuff. I mean, Alice in Wonderland. Let's move back to the home key. Now I'm going to go over here and choose Netflix. It's highlighted. Now I'm going to push OK. Okay, menu. So I'm going to look for a movie. Again, let's say we're looking for, let's just use A. I'm going to hit A. We are now in Netflix, and these are the movies that are available. And it shows a list of movies. Arnez J. And then an Arnez J thumbnail comes up with the movie that he's associated in. And Anna Martin. Alexa Penavega. You got all these movies with her in here. And these are actually on Netflix that you can go over here and choose these movies, Spy Kids 3, and you can watch them. So if we go back over here, we want to literally type in a movie. Let's just do ants. I don't know. A-N-T. Moving over here, A, hit OK. A-N. The first two letters A-N. You have all these movies. Anchorman 2, Annie, Ant Farm, Anastasia, Anthony Bourdain. All these movies that have those letters, the A-N, that start with the A-N. Let's click on Angelina Jolie. And when you do, all these movies that are on Netflix right now show up that you can stream immediately. So there's a great walkthrough of the Roku 3. It is way better than Roku 2. This is a wonderful streaming media device. You would enjoy watching Netflix on your televisions. And thanks for watching. I'm Hans Moore, and subscribe to my channel.